2-1 and 2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Murray going to throw. Connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this returnable for Harris. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bears take over.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 24.
Here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. He put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Now it's Fields.
Wide open receiver complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
First carry for Elijah Mitchell.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
on 2nd and 9. Fields. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss. Another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
In motion comes the tight end left. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Shotgun now from Murray.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
But there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
From the 50, here's Fields.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Here's Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Zadarius Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Fields, he'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on third down, Fields.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis C. And the Vikings are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at the 8-yard line. Some consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoid? That we've seen early. I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
2nd down, here's an option right. He gives it up, and he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Here's Murray. And the throw here, that's complete. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down, Murray. Open man is Duvernay. Finding space at the 40. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown. Devin Duvernay. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings post the first points in the ball game as they take the lead here in the second quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. And again back to Komet. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. They haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To the air again, Fields. A throw left side taken in by Komet. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
The slot man in motion right.
first down. Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and now them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Back to throw. Fields. Downfield throw tip, but he still got it.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Now a first down throw. Fields. Claypool with another catch.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Michael Ojemudia.
So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And he's got some space here. Pushes past him.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. 66 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame.
And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Vikings are going to take over on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So that was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the 2nd half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
On 1st down, they'll run to Nwangu. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Another run now for Nwangu. And this will be a Vikings 1st down as the tackle made at the 26-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll go with the option. Coming right.
Handoff right side to Nwangu.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
Now a give running right, Nwangu.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On play action, it's Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. A big play there for Minnesota. 56 yards.
And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career. And that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that. And even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands. On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Murray now to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Vikings go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Fields on first down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Offense on 3rd down tonight. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Fields now to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Fourth down. Fields has to have this one. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Murray now on first down. Touchdown, Vikings! Great effort there. 36 yards. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead in this 4th quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Taking down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he'll get to the 29-yard line right down there. It'll be a pickup of 13. They'll still lead with 4th down. They have quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run. But how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
They snap it to Fields. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Play fake. Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That was a corner blitz, and it was Kyler Gordon getting in there for the sack. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is Harris. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Davion Taylor in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. After the sack on first down, Fields steps away to his left. And, oh, that is going to be a safety.
All right, partner, Deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Murray now on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And my goodness, another interception. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. The 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 of the season. And the Vikings look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. No gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end.